Hey Bayek, it's me Ian, and in today's video I'm going to look at this. This is The Killing of a Sacred Deer from 2017. Now I think before I go on, this review is going to be a bit different maybe to what I normally do. It's kind of brought a lot of things into my mind, this film, and how I approach it, and this is sort of my honest reaction. I can't not be honest about how I feel, as I always do in my reviews, and I have to mention quite a few things. So this film is written by Ethemus Philippou, and the director, which is the key here, Yorgos Lanthimos. Now this director, Yorgos Lanthimos, is a Greek filmmaker. Films like Dogtooth and Lobster are what he's done in the past. But he's really got into the limelight with Poor Things from 2023, which won a lot of acclaim. I'm already sounding a bit down, and you'll see why. It's 79% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is quite, I suppose, a good. There's a lot of favorable reviews. Now, this film is kind of in the sort of art house area, but in trying to get into the sort of mainstream. And for me, this is kind of a problem. And because if I'm honest about this film, I'm just not impressed by it at all. I just doesn't. It's disappointing because when I read the synopsis of the film and what people had said about it, I thought, oh, this could be good because it's got this sort of horror elements to it. Somebody coming and disrupting lives and everything. And I thought, well, this sounds really good. I mean, if you put this film in a nutshell, it's our boy called Martin. He's taken under the wing of this surgeon and influences and disrupts and destroys that family. Now that sounds quite an interesting premise. Also, the cast. You got Colin Farrell in there, who's a great actor. Films like Minority Report, 2002, Phone Booth, 2002, In Bruges, of course, 2008, Fright Night, 2011, The Batman, 2022. These are just a few of the films. He's a great actor. And then, of course, Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman, what an actress. Dead Calm, 1989, Batman Forever, 1995, The Others, which is a great film, 2001, Eyes Wide Shut, 1999. That's Kubrick's last film, and she's with Tom Cruise. I really like that film. I think it's a good film. It's very enjoyable. Stepford Wives remake, which unfortunately was a box office failure and didn't do that well. But Paddington, she's Paddington, 2014. She's in both Aquaman, the 2018 one, and the Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, 2023, and the Northman, 2022. These are just a few. These are great actors in these films. So why is that? Why are you thinking, what is going on here? I think it's because I realized that this film was trying to be clever. It was trying to put forward this alternative kind of world It's almost an emotionless world, and people interact in this world, and it's like this director has his style, and he seems to be more interested in his style rather than the content. Yes, I think that's the way of putting it. It seems there's a lack of honesty when you look at a picture. Did people really sit there and get a lot of enjoyment from this film? Because in truth, I didn't. There were things when I thought, oh, this is going to be going in a good direction. But you know what the real problem was? This director's style. He has this like cold. His characters are cold. Now, if you can't connect with characters, how on earth are you going to get into the story? Yes, characters don't have to be good characters. Characters can be bad people, but you can connect with the bad characters as well as those so-called good characters, or characters that are just in between, or whatever. But this, the way it's directed with these two brilliant actors, hey, it just doesn't work. Let's be honest about this. I just found it really just not something I could warm to at all. And I thought to myself, honestly, I was your turn. Bye, I've wasted money. Bye, what have I done? And what I would politely normally say is, oh, this is a one-time watch only. That's what people say. In other words, they didn't really like it that much. No, they didn't. And let's be honest, when you say that, it's a one-time watch, it means you don't really like it that much. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going when I go to CEX next time, I think to myself, why should I have this in my collection? A film that I won't watch again. A film that I'm not going to go through any intellectual bullshit and say, oh yes, it's a very relevant, important film in his career and blah blah blah. I thought that, but I've got to be honest, and I'm thinking to myself, Ian, you've got to be honest. And this is not because I love film so much, and I do like the research. I love delving into things and seeing things in history, and how films are constructed, and all behind films, and even the intentions in the script and everything, and how it all pans out. But if you're not honest about how you feel, then what's the point? I can't. You could do all the intellectual stuff, but if you don't feel it, then that's it. It's a matter of feeling something, and I didn't get it. I didn't feel it. In a way, it's interesting. You look at this picture here. That kind of reflects the film. It's kind of cold. It's an emotionless world. It's just not for me, these characters at all. And what do you get from it? What do I get back from this film? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Apart from I've wasted some brass. That's how I say it. And I'm, I can see them all. I can see people going, oh yes, blah, 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 blah. It's an important film, blah, 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 blah. Look, if you don't like something, in truth, then you can't make excuses for it. I'm not going to make excuses anymore if I think this film is just not for me. Yeah, it will be for some people maybe, but from films, you want to get that sense that you want to watch it again. Yes, I've seen a Max scene, and it's absolutely fantastic. It excites me, and I've only seen it wasn't a very good copy, but I'd rather watch something like Max scene a million times than this any day, because there's heart in it. there's something there that's special, whereas in this cold, heartless world where they're like blooming robots. And I like robots, actually. I like films, but there's been some good robot films. But these humans in this, and this director, what's he trying to do? What on earth is he trying to do? Well, I suppose someone said, well, he's trying to get that reaction from you. And you don't understand or get it. Yes, I get it. I get it that I don't like it that much. Well, no, I say that much. I don't like it at all, really. Yes. What can I say? Perhaps I would say the one performance of the lad, the actor who plays Martin, I think he's pretty good. I would say that. But even then, I don't know. I just couldn't connect at all. Just couldn't connect. And it's sad, but I think we've got to be honest. And I think that's it in my review. I can't do like I normally do, go through every single detail about it all. It's just, that's it. I'm thinking, I don't want to. Why should I bother with a film that isn't bothered about my emotions or how I feel? Then why should I bother with something like this that's cold and heartless? In a way, it's a good sign for me because I learn from this as well, because I'm thinking now, when I look more at films and I'm going to get them, then I will think about it more even, and look a bit deeper into why I should get this film, why it should add to my collection. Some films you don't need to do that. Some films I know straight away I'll like them. And I think with this, my instincts were wrong. I thought, oh, this sounds a good premise. But it turns out it's not, if a film doesn't have the soul or the heart, then it doesn't connect with me at all. And that's what's important. And I could just, the ultimate test, I think, is when people say, it's a one-time watch. Yes, this is one of those films. And when I go to CEX next, I'm going to take this with me. And I've looked in, I can trade it in. I think I can get about £5 for it. So, okay, I've lost a little bit, but I can get some on a voucher, something like that. So that'd be great. I can get a film that I really enjoy and want. Yes, that's what I'm going to do next time I go into town. I don't know when that'll be, but yeah, and that's it. So, sorry, my review's been a bit different, but I just felt I needed to get this off my chest. I'm not going to bullshit around. You gotta be honest. If a channel's not honest and a person's not honest, what's the point? You've got to be honest, yeah. And if I lose views and people, I don't care if I don't lose subscribers or anybody for just being honest, and that's it. So, if you're new to the channel, you're probably thinking, oh my God, Gideon, then please subscribe. You can see all the things that I review and enjoy a lot of films, TV shows as well, also some music. And if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments and will always reply to them. And that's it, really. Bye. So all I've got to say is, I'll see you again.